You guys, we have got to talk about all this drama surrounding Taylor Swift's album. People have a lot of opinions. It's not looking the best for her right now. I'm a Taylor Swift fan, so I like the album. Not my favorite album, but I definitely see a lot of the things that are being said, and we're gonna break down exactly how the internet seems to be feeling about Taylor and this album. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl is officially out, and let me just say, the reactions have been wild. Like, every possible take is circulating online right now, and honestly, it's kind of fascinating to see how split people are on this one, and also just how many opinions are going around. Like, some serious think pieces, you guys. We're seeing hardcore fans defending it to the ends of the earth, some fans still trying to figure out how they feel, critics absolutely being brutal, and people even mocking Swifties for not loving it immediately. So we're gonna break down all the different reactions, and we've got to talk about Charlie Puth too, because he's seemingly defending Taylor in some of this. But one of the biggest defenses of this album is people are saying that the lyrics are true to Taylor and the past albums that she's had, and that some of the songs on this album are equivalent to songs like Stay, Stay, Stay. A lot of people have been saying that the fans who joined the fandom during the Folklore, Evermore, Midnight's, Tortured Poets Department era need to remember this is the same girl who wrote Lover, and that she's had cringy lyrics before, and this isn't anything new.
To the people who are criticizing this album by saying that it's not poetic enough, have you ever heard Stay, Stay, Stay? Today Was a Fairy Tale. Hey, Steven. Me, the first original version, Shake It Off, We Are Never Getting Back Together, were those songs only palatable to you because they were performed at the Eras Tour? Only palatable to you because it was her previous work and she proved herself by creating these poetic soliloquies? Or I'll even bring you to Midnight's. Karma is a cat purring in my lap because it loves me? Bejeweled, the entire song? I'm sorry, are those only palatable and acceptable to you because she showed you her other side? She was able to prove I can be fun and I can be serious at the same time. So High School, is that only acceptable and palatable to you because it's on Tortured Poets? But really it's just as cringe. There's just as many sort of like cringy millennial, you know how to ball kind of references in it. Is that only palatable to you because it's next to The Black Dog?
Another TikTok user said, just heard a Swiftie in the wild say it's just so different to anything she's ever done about the life of a showgirl. Who's gonna tell her? With comments talking about how this album is so true to Taylor's writing, saying, this is happy, heart-filled Taylor. The OG Taylor came back hard with this album. It feels very Lover to me. These people would say, look what you made me do, Bad Blood, Cruel Summer, and Shake It Off are bad songs if she released them now. No, because this album is her. I am obsessed. But there are fans who have gotten online and said that they love her, but this album just wasn't it, and that's their thoughts, plain and simple.
As a Taylor Swift fan, I literally have her August lyrics tattooed on my arm. Like, I love that bitch, right? This album is not good. But it's more than not good. The marketing was completely, she is not meeting the moment right now.
People also said there is no way the woman who wrote Folklore wrote these lyrics. Unpopular opinion. As someone who used to idolize Taylor Swift, this is quite literally some of the worst music I've ever listened to. Some argued that they were confused by the album because they felt it was going to have this whole showgirl theme and she was pushing it in the title and the promo photos, and they felt like it just didn't live up to those vibes.
Tell me why I thought we were going to get pop perfection from this album, and instead we just get mid-tempo mediocrity. I think the very little branding we got leading up to the release of this album was also possibly a little misleading, because I thought it was going to be flashy and Vegas and showgirl, like in the title of the album, but everything just sounds the same. There's nothing that's groundbreaking. I will say I do like Actually Romantic. I saved that and I probably will go back and listen to that, but everything else is a skip.
Now, there have been a lot of fans saying that the songs need time to marinate, that when it comes to her music, you need to give it some time before you can really get the concept, the lyrics, and love the songs, but others have been making fun of those that have been saying this online.
My favorite thing about this whole Taylor Swift's new album discourse is the Taylor Swift fans that don't know what to do with themselves because they don't like it. Like, they feel like they're sinning. I don't know what spell she has these people under, but I keep seeing videos of girls being like, okay, maybe on my 5th listen, in the car, on my lunch break, on the way to get a coffee, I'll like the album. Maybe if I like go on Genius and I memorize all the lyrics and then I listen to it again, then I'll like it and understand it. Baby, that's not letting an album marinate. marinate. That's a commitment that I think is concerning. That's giving Stockholm syndrome. That's giving, immersive experience. I'm scared for you. And then there are the ones that are like pretending to like it. I mean, maybe they genuinely do, but I think she's got y'all under spells because they'll be mouthing the words, like they'll be like, with the song playing in the background, and the caption will be something like, y'all just don't get it. This is the best thing my ears have ever heard. And I'm listening to the sound over and over on TikTok, and I'm like, girl, that shit's so ass.
Hey guys, so don't worry at all. The album actually is good. If you haven't been enjoying it, I have some techniques that will allow you to realize how good it is. The first technique is just basic Pavlovian conditioning. I've started eating cake whenever I listen to the album because I love cake. And that way my brain starts to associate positive feelings with the album. And now I'm actually thinking that Cancelled is really all day, every day, I'm holding this fork firmly against the inside of my hand so that I get used to just a low level of pain. The only time that I release is when I listen to the album. Now, the second I turn on this album, this wave of relief just rushes over my body. And that's made me think wood is really funny. These are some of the techniques that I've used to enjoy the album because it really is good.
There's just so much being said with fans defending it, fans who don't love it getting called out by other fans as being fake fans for not liking it. A mess, I tell you, all of this. Then there's the other discussions going around outside of if people like it or not, with people talking about how some of the songs sound like other artists' songs. And with this conversation going around so much, it seems Charlie Puth was trying to come to Taylor's defense and explain this a little bit.
Lately, there's been a lot of discussion about when two songs have similar melodies. There's only 12 notes in a scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So when you're writing a new song, there are bound to be similarities to an older song. But what you have is what I like to call the 4-note threshold. Let's say, for example, that these are 4 notes of a song that already exists. And these notes here in blue are the notes to your brand new song. If your brand new blue song has the first 4 notes as the red song, that's fine. But if the old song also has an A, and your song also has an A, you're now getting into interpolation territory. Take this Fifth Harmony song. I know you're always on that night shift. And listen to this Haley Steinfeld song, which has a similar-ish melody. Some days you feel so. As you can see, the first note's the same, second note's the same, third note's the same, fourth note's the same, but then the Haley Steinfeld song goes somewhere different. So in this case, no interpolation. If I could just take a moment and say this, sometimes artists will accidentally interpolate each other, and it's almost never done maliciously. We have to really stop demonizing this when it happens. Interpolations and sampling, this stuff has been going on for a really long time, and some great music has come about because of it.
He said in the comments, my thoughts on when two songs sound the same. Now, Taylor did shout out Charlie on her last album, The Tortured Poets Department, and saying, we declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. And fans noted that and wrote in the comments, Taylor was right. We agree Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. Charlie Puth coming to Taylor's defense. Is he low-key defending Taylor? But then people brought up the whole Olivia Rodrigo of it all, which people feel like there is drama between these two, and it has to do with Olivia having to give Taylor Swift credit under her Deja Vu song. This whole drama speculation started when fans noticed that she did have to add Taylor, Jack Antonoff, and St. Vincent to Deja Vu due to similarities with Taylor's song Cruel Summer. And the reason why fans think that this happened was because Olivia did cite Taylor as an inspiration for the song, and it was said, it's widely known that Olivia Rodrigo was heavily inspired by Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer while making Deja Vu. As she explains in an episode of Rolling Stone's The Breakdown, I love Cruel Summer. That's one of my favorite songs ever. I love the yelly vocal in it, the harmonized yells she does. I feel like they're super electric and moving, so I wanted to do something like that. And it seems that statement got her into this whole having to give Taylor, Jack Antonoff, and St. Vincent credit situation. But now people were like, Taylor's doing the same thing with other artists, and it's been a whole debate, and it seems to be maybe why Charlie made that video of saying that because it sounds the same doesn't mean that it is the same. But then of course Olivia fans are like, isn't that what Olivia did with Taylor? But I guess Taylor's not saying like, oh, I tried to make it sound like this song, so she didn't really like out herself, so she had to give credit. I don't know, you guys. It's a mess. Other conversations have been people trying to decode who the songs are actually about, from canceled to father figure to actually romantic. We already talked about how people think Actually Romantic is about Charli XCX, but when it comes to father figure, people have tried to say maybe it's about her masters being sold and it being interpreted as a metaphor for betrayal by someone who was supposed to be her father figure to protect her. which if you know the history with Scott Borchetta, it kind of tracks, and maybe it's from his perspective in a way. That's the rumor. There's also people speculating Canceled is about Blake Lively and that they're actually still friends. People noted that it looked like Taylor was even wearing some of Blake's custom jewelry in the photo shoot, so they were like, wait, are they friends still? But there's also rumors that Canceled is about Sophie Turner, which I didn't expect. When I heard this, I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But now that I know what people are saying, kind of maybe. People are talking about the timing of maybe when this was written and the lyrics that seem to mirror what Sophie went through during her divorce from Joe Jonas. Lines like, did they catch you having far too much fun? Remind people of how Sophie was unfairly portrayed in the media as a party girl while Joe's image stayed clean. Others pointed out that the song title is spelled Canceled with 2 L's, the British spelling, which they think could be a subtle nod to Sophie being from the UK. Taylor and Sophie have also spent a lot of time together over the years, and when she was going through that divorce, Taylor let her stay at her apartment in New York City. So that's kind of why people are thinking about that. As for some other songs and other lyrics in songs, people are thinking that she might be throwing shade at Travis Kelce's ex in a few songs, which people aren't happy about and feel are really unnecessary, and some have called Taylor out for it. I mean, there's just been so much said post-album release, a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions from fans and non-fans, and people feeling like people have given too much credit to Taylor over the years, her songwriting, they don't understand the hype, all of this. There's been a lot. Taylor has seemingly given her thoughts, though, on all the opinions, not letting them get her down, as she talked to Zane Lowe in an interview about all of this.
How do you choose to process, the math is one thing, and that just goes on around us in life now, but then the real human interaction is what I know that you really still tap into. And when you have an album that's this big with so many people pouring their energy and being so invested in it, how do you absorb all of that in the days that follow? Because we're talking for real a few days after the album came out.
Yeah, I mean, I welcome the chaos. The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping. And art, I have a lot of respect for people's subjective opinions on art. I'm not the art police. It's like everybody is allowed to feel exactly how they want. And what our goal is as entertainers is to be a mirror. Oftentimes an album is a really, really wild way to look at yourself, right? What you're going through in your life is going to affect whether you relate to the music that I'm putting out at any given moment. And what I often love seeing my fans say is, I used to be someone who didn't relate to Reputation, and now that I've been through some other things in my life, that's my favorite album. Or I used to be a fearless girly, now I'm obsessed with Evermore. And we're doing this thing for keeps. I have such an eye on legacy when I'm making my music. I know what I made. I know I adore it. And I know that on the theme of what the Showgirl is, all of this is part of it.
So that's what she had to say since the album's release. She knows people are going to dissect everything she does. And at this point in her career, it seems like she's not shrinking herself to fit anyone's expectations. Whether people love it, hate it, or are still figuring it out, she's made it clear that the life of a showgirl was something that she made for her and that she's proud of it, and that love it or hate it, she's just happy that people are talking about it and streaming it, and that's really it. But I certainly want to know what you guys think about the album, the things that people are saying about the album, the whole drama surrounding it, who you think the songs are about. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.